Okay kids, in this video we're going to go over the topic 1-9 Daily Common Core Review. You're going to want to have a red pen out or a pen to fix your answers as you go. Remember, you can always pause the video to check to get caught up on the notes if it's going too fast for you. Alright, here we go. Number 1. Marie's dog lost 4 pounds since the last time she took him to the veterinarian. Which expression shows the current weight of her dog? Well, in this set of expressions that they give you, the W is referring to the dog's weight. Okay, so that variable is the dog's weight. So we want a situation because we have the dog lost 4 pounds since the last time. Well, each of these has W in there, and if you look at them, we're talking about a weight that once was and then lost 4 pounds. So in this case, you would have letter A. Alright, number 2. What is the standard form for 13 and 406 10,000? So in this case, you want to make sure that the last thing you say when you read the number in standard form is 10,000s, okay? The best way to solve one of these problems is to write out the number just the way it sounds. So you would have 13 and, okay, 13 comes when you say the word and, 406 10,000. So the 406 ends in the 10,000s place. That's why you had to annex that 0. So your answer is D. Alright, number 3, evaluate the following expression. 2 to the third plus 18 minus 3 divided by 3. Well, in this case, the first thing you have to do is what's in parentheses, and 18 minus 3 is 15. So now we have 2 to the third plus 15 divided by 3. Well, now we have to do the exponent of 2 to the third, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8. So now we have 8 plus 15 divided by 3. And if you do that, we know that we have to do the division or multiplication from left to right before we add. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So now we have 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. And so our answer is B. Let's take a look at this next problem. And in this problem, they want you to find the perimeter of the rectangle. It's a rectangle, which means opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent. So that side is 28. This side must be 28. This side is 8, so this side must be 8. Alright, so now we know what we're dealing with. There's a couple of ways you could do this. You could simply add 28 plus 28 plus 8 plus 8. Alright, or you could take 28 times 2 and then 8 times 2 and then add those two amounts together. It just depends on how you want to do it. Either way, what you would find out is you'd have 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 32. Carry your 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus the 3 is 7. So your answer is 72. Alright? Okay, let's take a look at number 5. And it tells us, evaluate the expressions below for 2, 4, and 7. That means that each of these amounts is going to be plugged into the variable. Okay, so for number 5, we would have 3x minus 2. Well, the first thing you want to do is substitute x for 2. 3 times 2 minus 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So the first part of the answer for 5 is 4. All right? Then what we want to do is substitute the value of 4 for our variable. 3 times 4 minus 2. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 2 is 10. So our next answer would be 10. And then the last one for number 5, we'd want to substitute the variable for the value of 7. This might get a little trickier. 3 times 7 minus 2. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 minus 2 is 19. And there's your answers. And then number 6, they want you to do the same thing, only this time the expression is m plus 8 divided by 2. So in this case, you would start out, and the first one would be to replace m with 2. So you have 2 plus 8 divided by 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our first answer is 5. Kind of gave you the second answer already, but let's look at how we do it. Okay? So now we want to do the problem and substitute 4 as our variable. 4 plus 8 divided by 2. 4 plus 8 is 12. So now we have 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And as I revealed earlier, the answer is 6. Alright, now we want to do substitution one more time. And this time we substitute with 7. So we have 7 plus 8 divided by 2. 7 plus 8 is 15 divided by 2 gives us 7.5. Alright, there you go. Alrighty, let's take a look at the last few problems. Exercises 7 through 9. Okay, here we go. The last few problems. For exercises 7 through 9, students in the environmental club are planning to pick up litter around their school in the surrounding neighborhoods as well. Okay? They are making posters asking other students at the school to help. They want to hang posters in 22 classrooms, 6 in 8 halls, and 12 in the cafeteria. Okay? So that's our situation. The first question is, do the students need an exact answer or an estimate? Well, the word here is they want. So that tells you that an estimate, because since they can always hang more posters if they make too many, and fewer if they don't make enough. Okay? So that's why an estimate is acceptable in this situation. Okay, so now we're going to assume that an estimate is pretty good, and they're going to ask, how many posters should they make? Well, in this case, they should make about 80 posters. Okay, they should make about 80 posters. If you came up with an exact answer for this, it would be 98 posters. But remember, they're going for an estimate, so 80 would be about right. Okay, 80 would be about right. Now, is your answer reasonable? Yes. You can round each number to the nearest 10 to get 20 plus 50 plus 10 equals 80. Alright? That's how you could do it. Alright? So what they did was, they said, okay, we're going to take and we're going to round that 22 to 20. And then we're going to take the 6 times 8, which would be 64. But instead of calling it 64, we're going to call it 50 plus this 12. And instead of calling it 12, we're going to call it 10. So what you would have is that 20 plus the 50 plus the 10 to give you this 80, which is Okay? Alrighty, hopefully you figured out some things as you went over your answers.